Hello and happy October, beautiful beings, and happy Elfian New Year of Abundance. It is that time again where October marks the refresh and renewal of the frequency of abundance. Abundance is a cosmic higher frequency energy that is related to a surplus of all things of the higher polarity. Abundance is a frequency that can help provide for us a method of payment from the universe for our good deeds, and as well as our ability to heal and grow and expand. There is an abundance of opportunities that the universe can provide for us to do those things as a soul. An abundance of all things is more than just material and monetary value, and the Elfian New Year of Abundance is quite literally where the beings of inspiration celebrate the frequency of abundance going through a renewal. And that means that we get a new inspiration and zest for life, a new inspiration to create and manifest, and a fresh start. It's also a way to mark and celebrate the harvest of the good work that we have done in the year before, because the October month is truly the month of harvest, meaning that all of the manifestations that we worked hard for in the previous year are coming to fruition. And it's time to celebrate that harvest and celebrate the good work that we have done. So in this New Year of Abundance, find a way to connect to all living things and celebrate life as it is. And we will celebrate the Elfian New Year of Abundance this year with some insight into the previous year and some guidance for the year ahead, because there is an abundance of opportunities to get you to the path of ascension. And that is what the Elfia New Year of Abundance marks and celebrates, is an abundance of potential, ascension, and inspiration for your mission and purpose as a soul.
Okay, beautiful beings, now it is time for the recap of the past year of abundance, and also time to do the channeling afterwards. Now, there are some exciting things going on at the Realm of Inspiration. As you saw in the introductory portion of this video, the Elfian New Year of Abundance is a major energetic transformation, and it is something to celebrate. So, given the things to celebrate, I'm going to be doing this video a little bit different, and I'm also changing a little bit the style of how I do these videos, where we do channelings for equinoxes and New Year's and things like that. A little bit the style thing will change. So firstly, at the Realm of Inspiration on elfianrealm.com, and all of this information will be in the description, there is some giving back that I want to do. So all courses on the website will be free through the month of October. So all you have to do is pick whatever course you want to watch and follow the teachings from the Elfian Realm, sign up for it. If you sign up for one course, you will receive a 50% off coupon for any card reading session with me, whether Oracle, Tarot, your choice. With the card readings, there is a blog post out now for you to understand how they work over on the Realm of Inspiration, over on our website, and how they work with me. So next is, if you sign up for more than one course, you could sign up for all of them or two of them. If you sign up for more than one, you're going to still get that 50% off a card reading session. You will also receive a $10 off a channeled reading with me in the Elfian Realm, and you can book them anytime before the end of the year. So this is an exciting offering. You're gonna receive the coupons. Whether or not you choose to use them is up to you, but I definitely recommend taking advantage of getting the courses on the website for free to access those teachings. That being said, I want to bring back card reading a little bit into the fold of what I do. So I intuitively and clairaudiently tap into the energetic themes when I do recaps, and I take note of the themes from the previous year or previous cycle. And I have that for the last year of abundance. However, the last year of abundance was very different for me than anything I've ever experienced. Like October last year to October this year, a lot happened. And I wasn't able to always take note of the themes in regards to the frequency of abundance. So I'm admitting that, and I'm going to turn to cards to help guide that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a past Celtic cross reading for the previous year and what the guidance for this new year of abundance will be. And I will use my clairaudient and intuitive theme notes to help me interpret the messages coming through, but mainly relying on the cards. So before I do that, I want to invite us all into a protection, as during the months of August and September each year, there is potential for psychic attacks due to the fact that it is the end of a cycle. It's the end of the summer season, the end of Leo season, and also the end of a previous cycle of abundance. So that being said, when things come to an end, the negative polarity gets scared, because when we embrace change and rebirth, we are in our power. So I'll invite you into a quick little protection for this upcoming month and upcoming year of abundance and upcoming season, to invoke in some change and protection. So we're inviting the guardian angels into this space. We are safe and protected, surrounded by divine light and love. Guardian angels, surround us in your wings and keep us in an invincible tube of divine light, love, and harmony, in alignment with Source, our highest self, and our truest excellence. We invite in the protective light of Archangel Michael for protection forevermore. Archangel Gabriel's light and diamond of clarity to bring clarity forevermore. Archangel Raphael's healing light to bring healing forevermore. Archangel Uriel's light of strength to bring strength and inner power and willpower forevermore. Archangel Metatron's light to bring protection of lightworker abilities forevermore. And Archangel Sandalphon to bring us stability forevermore. We are calling forth from Source above to bring us our Source excellence and push out of us anything that is not in alignment with us. Push out anything using the violet flame and the flame of truth that is stagnant, that is limiting us from our truest potential. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All of that energy, all that old energy is being transmuted into something new. And now we ask for the earth, angelic Mother Gaia, to bring us grounding and stability as we re-ground ourselves in our truth and original excellence. Heavenly Father, God above, to bring us that divine guardianship protection, the guardian of life and creator of all things, to use us as a vessel for the divine abundance of the universe. Thank you in advance. We are protected. Only divine light and love is welcome through. So we are now tapping into the energy of the last year of abundance and how that can help us. What messages are left for us to help guide us moving forward? And how can we give thanks to the lessons that we learned? So a past Celtic cross spread is something that I discovered when I realized we can kind of gain some insight into the lessons of the past by using tarot and oracle cards. This is something that I started doing for myself and something that I'd love to start doing for clients. So the first real time of me doing this is in this video, so it's exciting. So what it'll be, and I'll explain it, follow the same Celtic cross pattern, but it will be more towards the lessons learned, what was our shift in energy, and what is the most important lesson moving forward. Where are we intuitively feeling to stop shuffling? I'm feeling the number 2, so 2 more of my little 3 shuffles. So in doing that, one card flew out, and that is the Empress. So we're gonna have her over here as our guide for understanding the previous energy. So go ahead and cut the deck. So this is to help us understand the previous year of abundance. And right now I'm seeing mental body and physical body, spiritual body system. Physical body system frequency of abundance, of course, would be related to the earth elements. We have the moon. Oh, now we get the emotional body. Mental body. Unity. card of clarity, emotional body. So we got a little bit of a balance of a lot of the mental and physical going on. We have 3 cards in a row of for this deck, it's called Autumn, but for the earth element, related to things that would bring forth abundance. It's very nice to see. We also have the mental body connection as well. So I will pull up the cards as I'm talking about them. So here we have the middle of the cross. So this is where we started the previous year of abundance. We started the previous year of abundance by walking away from things that no longer served us. And that is also where we are starting every year of abundance. We should be letting go of things that no longer serve us. What I find very fascinating is that right before the spring season, we kind of get this bug to clean, that spring cleaning. Also, at the beginning of autumn season, right before October, I also noticed this bug to clean, this bug to nest, that nesting that you would do if you were pregnant, preparing for your baby. Something is coming, something new is being created. Our manifestations, our hopes and dreams are manifesting, and it's starting now. It's right at the end of September and carrying in throughout October into November. It is starting now. We are weeding out and clearing out all the things that shouldn't be there, so that way we can have an abundant harvest, of course. So we started the previous year of abundance by uncovering what resonated with us, and that is still carrying us forth through this next year, from October to October of next year. That was one thing I did have in my notes, is uncovering what truly resonates with us. So uncovering what is worth your energy and what is not worth your energy. And this was really related to our resources, managing our resources wisely. So this was the kind of the center card, and then the one that crossed it, managing our resources wisely when it comes to uncovering what is best for us, uncovering also what is best for our energy. Our energy is our most precious resource. So where is that going? There was also a starting of trying to find a balance in regards to money, our relationship with money. One message is that in order to attract more abundance, the more that you help those less fortunate, the more that you do things, the more that you give back, the more that the universe will send to you. When you are expressing that you care for others, that you care for the unity and the tribe, and since I can already see that the final message to guide us forth into this next year of abundance is unity, this is making sense. When you show that you care about the community, that you care about everything around you, you put your energy forth into something that makes the world a better place, that you will be rewarded. But you have to have faith, and not putting a chokehold on money, but also being mindful of abundance. And abundance comes forth in more than just financial means. And this is important to keep in mind always, is it's more than just a financial means. Abundance can be anything and everything from the higher polarity. That is abundance of friendship, of connections, of maybe having, enough food, an abundance of food, an abundance of quality time with those that you love, an abundance of love, an abundance of opportunities, an abundance of inspiration. So what our subconscious was yelling at us to do this whole past year is to take a break. We cannot attract abundance from a place of desperation. And this is carrying us forth as well. More connection to higher self, a cleansing of the mental body is something we went through, and it's something that we're going to keep going through, is connection to the highest self. The more that you integrate with your highest self, the more higher abundance will find you. The more that you let go of expectations, the more that what is meant for you and is probably better than your wildest dreams will find you. Do not chokehold the universe. Take a break. Take a break. We were being called to take a break, to take a rest. Did we listen or did we not? If we did not listen, if you did not give yourself a break this past year, from last October to this October, if you did not take a break, then this October, take a break. Take a rest. Reset yourself so that you can receive. reset, to receive. So what was influencing us from the year before that was following our passions, taking leaps of faith with our career, and that is still affecting us. That we will be compensated for our creative talents when we honor the gifts and abilities and talents and skills of our soul, when we honor what we are more than capable of doing. If we are living and working in a reality that is below our potential, then we will receive abundance that is below our potential. If we are working at our potential or above our potential, we are going to receive higher gifts and rewards from the universe. But if you are putting yourself in a limited little box and you are not allowing yourself to grow outside of that and actually live up to your massive potential, then what you are receiving will be small, and you will think that the universe doesn't exist. You will think that abundance and energy isn't real. You will think that all of this stuff is just BS and it doesn't matter if you are putting yourself in a box. And so the universe can only give you what you believe you are worthy of. If you believe you are worthy of something small, if you don't believe that your gifts and abilities deserve bigger rewards, you're not going to receive that. If you believe you're worthy of more and you take those risks and live in your highest potential, then you can receive more. The universe sees how you perceive your worth. And the energy that finds you, whether it's abundance, love, inspiration, connection, whatever it is matching the way that you see your worth. It is law of attraction. So, knowing that you are the best at what you do, believing you are the best at what you do, even if you do something similar to other people, the way that you do it, you're the best at it. So the highest self, that was kind of the message of the highest self guiding us forth throughout the previous year and into this next year, is related to the spiritual body system. So this is the only spiritual body system card in this reading, which I find it fascinating that it's coming from the highest self. So what we were seeing is that there were partnerships being made. We were finding who we worked best with. We were finding who we didn't work best with. And progress was happening. So what the collective higher self wishes to enlighten us about is when it comes to your future, a bright future is manifested through hard work and creativity. What this actually means is your future that you wish to manifest. It comes from when you balance your divine masculine and your divine feminine selves. And that was something that I noticed at the very beginning of the previous year of abundance. So when it comes to, your hard work, that creation energy, that divine masculine force, balanced with your creativity, your intuition, that healing divine feminine force, when you balance those things together, when you use them together, what you wish to manifest will come forth. More abundance will find you. So the shift in energy that we all experienced in different ways, which was kind of at the middle of this year, around like May-ish, would be the experience of feeling like you're juggling multiple things at once and having to put some things down and figure out what your priorities really are. You can have multiple priorities, but if your plate is full with too much, you're going to get overwhelmed. You got to take it one step at a time. Although we all do have a talent for multitasking, if we are overwhelming our energy, we are not in a space to receive. It is time to bring fun, our childlike wonder and joy into everything that we do. If you are not loving and enjoying what you're doing, what is the point? Just to make some money? To sell your soul, to sell your happiness for physical currency when money is energy? When it comes to spiritual happiness, happiness of the soul, doing something that kills your soul is never worth it. You can find a way to bring fun into everything you do. If you can find a way to bring joy and fun and inspiration and connection and love and abundance into a 9-to-5, then do it. I've seen it happen. It's possible. But if you are miserable, then the universe cannot send you abundance because you are not in the frequency to receive. If you are grateful, if you are happy, if you are celebrating even the smallest of things, then you will be rewarded. This is something I feel like a broken record that I have channeled this message. I have clairaudiently delivered this message. I've said it to clients. I feel like I've been saying it for years. If you are not in a space where you are grateful and celebrating and just happy with the life that you have already, then why would the universe want to reward you with more? If you aren't grateful for what you have, the universe knows you're not going to appreciate it. And it's not going to give resources to someone who's not appreciative of it, who doesn't appreciate it. The universe, it's not going to give you something that you don't appreciate. Everything is a give and take. So if the universe gives you something, it's because it knows that you will appreciate it. So appreciate it and cherish it. The Creator gives you something, appreciate and cherish it. And it's not going to give you something until it knows that you are going to respect, honor, and appreciate what it is. So what our souls want us to know moving forward to the big message guiding us into the next year of abundance before we get to the channeling is, it is time to let go of fears and worries and tap into our divine femininity. Now, the card that flew out of the deck that was guiding us through this whole point is the Empress. Take power and creativity. Time for action of the soul. That is one of the most important things to know moving forward. Follow the voice of your intuition. Let your intuition guide you. Do not let judgment, past experiences, whatever it is, guide you. Your intuition, your soul that knows, that taps into the frequency of the universe and already knows what is going to happen next, can already feel the shift in energy, because the way that we perceive time is not the way the time is. You feel it, you know it, so honor that truth and follow it. When you are trying to attract abundance to you, if you do not follow the intuition guiding you to the place to receive the abundance for you, then you won't receive it. You have to let your intuition guide you and your creativity take flight. Take action, take those steps, follow opportunities. If a festival or a social gathering or some opportunity, some invitation is offered to you, and you feel like you should take it because you don't know, that might be the space where all the abundance that you have been trying to manifest will find you. But if you don't follow it, if you don't follow your intuition, if you don't take those risks, then you might not be in the place to receive what you are meant to. Maybe in the place that you are in, you are not in the space to receive. So that's why you're not receiving. But when you follow that intuition to guide you to where you are meant to receive, then you will. Then you will. So, message from outside influences. This, for the purposes of this reading, is a message from the Elfian realm. For the purposes of how I'm doing this spread, before we shift to the channeling. So what the Elfian realm wants us to know is, it is time to open our hearts to love. To the true frequency of love. Not limerence, not lust, not infatuation, not obsession, true divine love. That is what we must open ourselves to. We must identify what is limerence, what is infatuation, what is lust, what is obsession. Let those things go and honor love. That is important. The beginning of new things, the beginning of something new, of a rebirth of your abilities, your love for yourself, your love for all things. She is open to receiving. When you open yourself to love, you are open to receiving. So it's time to open yourself. The awakening of spiritual epiphanies comes when you open yourselves to love, because guess what? Most and pretty much all higher beings are it's divine light and divine love. So they could be mainly divine love, mainly divine light, but all higher beings, all higher frequencies start as divine light and divine love. So when you open yourself up to love, you open yourself up to the universe, and you open yourself up to abundance, because divine love is in the fabric of everything that is of the higher polarity, and it is in your authenticity. So you open yourself up to love, you open yourself up to understanding and honoring yourself and to the connections that are meant for you, because love is in everything. The frequency of divine love is in everything of the higher polarity. So let go of those things that are the false version of love and honor divine love. Our hopes and fears, beautiful beings, Well, there is an awakening of the third eye coming forth, another indigo awakening. Also, I'm sensing that the next year we will see the birth rate of indigo souls who are here to see have the clairvoyancy, will rise. Probably it's kids who have maybe already have been born, but then they start showing their psychic abilities coming forth into the next year. It is an epiphany awakening. It is an awakening of the clairvoyancy, of the sight, of the souls who have the ability to see and understand and connect beyond the veil. It's important to remember that when you are speaking your truth, when you are speaking the truth, you do so with compassion and kindness, but you do not do so in a way that you sugarcoat things. Compassion is honesty. Remember, when it comes to honoring your truth, if you try to sugarcoat it in any way, it is no longer your authenticity, and it might as well be a lie. You can say so with respect and compassion and love, but in a way that is exactly what you mean to express. Because if you alter what you wish to say in any way because you're afraid of something, then you are no longer speaking in truth. And that is important to remember moving forward, and a theme from the previous year. There may be things that are difficult to hear, maybe things that are difficult to say, difficult to accept. So you can call on the frequency of the cosmic heart and divine love, and Archangel Chamuel, to guide you. Now, beautiful beings, unity is where we are moving. And this next year of abundance, by October 2026, we will have achieved some sort of unity in some way, whether it is in our personal lives or in a collective way. The frequency of abundance is mainly working with unity this next year, with truly harmonious connections. And the biggest thing is doing the right things for the right reason. There is no wrong things for the right reason, right things for the wrong reason, whatever it is. It's right things for the right reason. To be authentic, to be truthful, to be honest, to be authentic. That is how you find unity. It's time to let go of old traditions. That's what this fall season is bringing, a shed of old traditions and old things. So this card of clarity, this is the emotional body, letting us know that from the previous year of abundance, it is time to move on to that more meaningful life that you seek. Make the changes. And that might be doing things completely different than how you ever thought you would do them. Make the change. Make the change. Move on to the life that is calling you. Because why are we incarnating if it's not to live the life that we are called to live? So that being said, it is time for the channeling. And I'm calling forth the Cosmic Elfian Elemental Elder, who is going to guide us in understanding this next year of abundance. Now step back, you may safely step forward. Hello, beautiful beings. Communicator, go rest in your soul origins. I am the Cosmic Elfian Elemental Elder, the Cosmic Elfian Elemental Domain of the Elfian Realm, being of inspiration and cosmic light. So it's important to connect to your soul origins. Moving forward in this month of October, maybe start it with a meditation where you try to connect with protections with the angels, protections with divine light and love, with God, source, creator, and angelic mother Gaia. Do those protections, do those anchorings with your guardian angels, but try and do a meditation. Just tap in and see if you can find your star and soul origins and connect to your individual soul source, and past that, the source of humanity. This reconnection is of the utmost importance moving forward. So, Our communicator has informed us that the start of this video gave an explanation on the New Year of Abundance and the frequency of abundance's importance during this period of time for you humans on Earth. So, I don't have to speak on that necessarily. What I will speak on is it is time to cut off and say be gone to lower energies. This is a period in time for humanity that some people are choosing the light and some are not. Please, do not sacrifice your soul to try and pull someone out of the darkness who's a little too comfortable there. The reason I specifically am coming forth to speak about this New Year of Abundance is because this fact is of the utmost importance. See, in my story as a soul, I observed souls soul-sacrificing to try and save those that were too far gone. And I was one of the few left of my group. Here is what you must know. You cannot change people by force. And you cannot be the only source of light for someone who is trapped in the dark. It's important to know this. When it comes to the frequency of abundance, if you are draining your energy trying to save everyone around you and make sure that they are experiencing the abundance that you wish to receive, what ends up actually happening is you are receiving that abundance, but because you are not taking a break to allow yourself to receive, you are funneling that to everyone around you. And while that is a beautiful thing, you are not a funnel. You are a human being. You have the right to experience happiness yourself. You do not have to be the one who is responsible for other people's happiness, and you do not have to be the one to sacrifice your happiness to please other people. It's okay. And you are on the right path. No matter what you think. The problem becomes if you are too concerned with everything and everyone around you that you forget about you, how will the universe and the frequency of abundance find you? If you don't even take time for yourself. And so that's why it's important to take time for yourself and to put all of that energy that you put into others into you, even if it's just one day a week. Allow yourself to experience the joy you wish to. A lot of you feel fulfilled doing that for other people, doing what you wish others would do for you. But if you're always doing it for other people, are you allowing yourself to let others do it for you? Also, you cannot be the only light for someone trapped in darkness. This is a common pattern that we observe from beyond the veil. That there are humans who are draining the light and life force out of other humans. And we see this mainly in friendships and romantic relationships. And this is where the concept of narcissism versus empath comes in. But if someone who is narcissistic, for example, is trapped in darkness, and you want to save them and you become their only light, they will feed on you. Here is a miscommunication to be cleared. There are the stories of the vampires. who feed on blood. This is a metaphor. It's true. It happens, but it's a metaphor. Blood means life force energy. Now, there are people who thrive on other people's life force energy. You want to call it energy vampire, sure, but the miscommunicated archetype metaphor of vampire is an energy vampire. That's where that story came from. Someone in the darkness feeding off of someone else's life force energy, soul. Call it a soul vampire, more so than an energy vampire, because what it is it's draining your soul. There are some people who struggle to sustain themselves on their own, so they drain the souls of others. Do not go around those people. Do not try and save those people. You know and you feel who those people are because of how you feel afterwards, and how things in your life collapse after you are around those people. And if you are one of those people unknowingly, you know. Here's the thing. Energy vampires, those who drain the soul of others, the life force energy, they know what they do. This isn't a they don't know what they do situation. At this point in the evolution of humanity, they know what they do. They know that when they do things unconsensually, when they are negative and complaining and everybody is pitying them, they know that they feel better. They know that when they take, they feel better. So they take. It does not mean that they don't have potential to be saved, to be cured, as it were. But it is not your responsibility. They have to find the light within themselves. And they're not going to do that, and they're not going to have the ability to do that if you are right there feeding them. During this new year of abundance, for you to receive the abundance that you are calling forth to you, you have to have boundaries and pay attention. If your life force energy is being drained by anyone or any situation, you remove yourself and you find new people and new situations that elevate you, and you all elevate each other. Because there's another situation called generation. Not generations, generation. This is when people who have found the light within themselves come together and empower the lights within each other. And that creates a generation of higher light. It keeps the darkness away. If you have banished the darkness, don't go back into it. But not everything that leaves is meant to. And not everything that stays is meant to. What it's coming down to is your intuition, your empathic intuition. We are no longer talking about the intuition of the highest self or you feeling things empathically. Your empathic intuition is something else entirely, something that is not talked about enough. That is when you feel something physically and you know what that means. You feel the message, you feel the guidance, you feel the empathic intuition. There is an awakening of empathic intuition. So what this can look like is you are going to visit maybe a relative, and as you approach their house, you feel your throat closing, you feel yourself getting angry, you feel icky, you feel sticky, and suddenly you feel like a completely different version of yourself, a lower version of yourself. You feel sick, you feel weak, you feel tired, you feel drained before even entering the property. That is empathic intuition. That is your body telling you no. That is your soul telling you no. That is your heart telling you no. That is your mind telling you no. That is your Akashic body telling you no. That is on all levels of your being telling you no. The throat closing is the first sign of empathic intuition. Because those who are trapped more so in darkness, those situations that would drain your energy, that are not for your highest good, block your authenticity. When there is a block of authenticity, you feel it in your throat. When someone is inauthentic and tries to make you behave inauthentically, you feel it in your throat. When someone is struggling to find their authenticity and you are around that person, or you have a deep connection to that person, and suddenly you feel something going wrong with your throat, anything to do with the blocks of authenticity, you feel it in your throat chakra. Okay? You must listen to what your body tells you. If you're going to meet someone, go into a situation, and you feel happy, you maybe feel like a little bit of nervous excitement, but you feel elevated, you feel rejuvenated. That is empathic intuition as well, telling you that it resonates. Empathic intuition is basically what resonates and what doesn't resonate. And there's a huge awakening of that, and you must listen to it. This is not the lifetime to bite your tongue and play it safe. And in the next year, specifically when the lunar year begins, it is ancestral upheaval and changing and breaking every tradition that bonded the soul, preventing it from expressing its truest authenticity. Now, from October till the Lunar New Year is the abundance of the cleansing energy and the rewards that come when you remove yourself from situations and experiences that are slowly killing your soul. When you choose to follow the path of your highest self, that is something that the universe rewards. So be open to receiving the abundance coming to you. And sometimes that could mean situations ending and people leaving who were draining you. And even if it's hard to say goodbye, even if it's hard to accept the loss, even though deep down you know that it was killing you inside, know that it is for your highest good. If you are in alignment with your highest self, if you are connecting to source, if you are following the path of the higher polarity, everything that is happening for you is for your highest good. If you do negative things, you're going to experience karma, but guess what? Karma is also for your highest good. Even if it's something that seems bad. Because if you're experiencing it in this lifetime, that means you don't have to deal with it in the next lifetime. So you can be grateful. It is all about your mindset. And when you shift to a growth mindset, when you shift to a positive mindset, you attract more abundance to you because you're able to see it. It's as if there is a veil over abundance. And when you shift your mindset and shift your perspective to higher positive things, you're able to see what those who are not willing to take the risk to shift their mindset from a pessimistic attitude and a dread and drained and stuck and stagnant and negative mindset cannot see. You are able to see when they cannot see. And don't let what they cannot see put the veil over your eyes for what you know is there. If you are around a bunch of people who are constantly nitpicking and negative about the world and about everything, then the veil might come back over your eyes. What and who you surround yourself with affects how abundance finds you. If you have the ability to generate and attract abundance and create miraculous things, and you have a bunch of energy vampires and negative thought and negative thinking people and stagnant energy all around you, all that abundance that is coming to you, it's hitting them. because they're draining your energy. So then they are taking the opportunities and experiences that are meant for you because you're allowing them to. Remember that. You're wondering, well, how does this bad person get all of these good things? What about me? But then I'm around this person all the time, and a lot of other good people are around this person all the time. And so why does this bad person get all the good things that we should receive? Well, if you're surrounding yourselves with that person, and they are draining your energy, and they are draining your life force energy, they're also taking your opportunities. Because when the energy comes to find you, they're already sucking it off of you. Think about that. If there is anything that prompts and encourages you to set boundaries in this next year, let it be that. And that is the final message. Interesting. There's a lot of grounding as well, feeling. So a lot of visuals. There's a senses expansion going on. Like I feel it. Like an awareness expansion. There was one message that it seemed like he didn't know the human words to express. And it's basically that, as I saw the visual of it, that if out of kindness or pity you keep giving your time and your energy to a situation or to a person that you know isn't appreciative, that you know is taking and taking and taking and taking, and you keep feeling sorry and keep pitying and keep giving energy to them, and they keep taking and taking and taking, that's how you lose what is meant to find you. And that's how a lot of us lose the abundance that is meant to find us. And also that there is karma coming to bite, basically, was the visual I saw, those who take and take and take. And you know what that karma is? That is us who give and give and give and give, finally saying, no, I'm done, to the takers, to the selfish people. It's the selfless saying they are done to the selfish, and that is their karma. Their karma is the selfless giving up on trying to redeem and save the selfish. So that is how abundance is renewing in this next year. But we have to make that choice. Everything when it comes to shifts in energy, if we are not taking the choice to follow that shift in energy, then we will not receive what is coming. We have the choice. So that message that came through, him giving that guidance, is telling us exactly what we need to do and what situations we need to put ourselves in so that we can receive the abundance. Because if we choose not to, then we're not going to experience the shift. So that feels like where to stop with that. Nothing further really needs to be explained in regards to that. Thank you all for tuning in to the celebration of the New Year of Abundance on Inspired Awakening and for the realm of inspiration. You can stay tuned for more inspired channelings, and also check the description for the exciting offerings on the website. Remember, you sign up for any course and you get a 50% off card reading, and if you sign up for all the courses or more than one course, you also get $10 off a channeled reading where you can connect to the Cosmic Elfian Elemental Elder and the frequency of abundance, or anything else. For the card readings, you could get a card reading like I did to kind of kick off this celebration and reading for the collective, or something else entirely. So thank you all for your support in these last few years and continued support moving forward. And I hope that this new refresh of abundance is plentiful and bountiful for all of you. Goodbye for now. Stay inspired, sending you love, light, and inspiration.